You're watching Footy Furnace, presented by Crown. On Friday night, Essendon went to Adelaide. They got the chocolates, winning by 3 points, Jimmy. It wasn't without controversy.
No, right in front of me for the poor Adelaide supporters. Big Draper I called it pancaking on top of the football. I think he thought if I didn't put my arms out and drag the footy in, that wouldn't be holding the ball. The umpires got it wrong. I thought the whole point of 4 umpires was to get the best angle on that. He's laying on top of it. He didn't try and get it out. Tex Walker, Leigh, was it a fair tackle to be counted as holding the ball?
No, he jumped on his back. Should have been a free kick to Draper.
Really? So you think that's in the back?
Well, he dropped on his back. But seriously, in the back is one of the fundamental rules of the game. And I understand the umpires don't seem to play it that way, but if a player's lying on the ground and you jump on top of his back, surely that's in the back. Anyway, but that aside, if you ignore that, it should have been holding the ball.
But Leigh, the AFL says it wasn't in the back, which is quite interesting in itself. I think the AFL statement was far too long.
There must be, well, it's the AFL statement doesn't matter a whole lot. I mean, anyone who can look at the replays and you say, well, that was a bit of a smart arsery, I guess, from Sam Draper. But anyone with the benefit of hindsight, but the umpires at ground level with legs everywhere, I mean, it's easy for them to be not certain exactly what transpired. It's easy on the replay. So
that's 3 incidents since June last year, gentlemen, where Adelaide have been, well, hardly done by an umpiring decision. So much so the AFL's come out and corrected it after the game. Jordan Dawson, high contact, wasn't paid against Collingwood last June. Ben Keys hit the post, we know about that, and then this one on Friday night. Josh Rochelle had 2 moments he'd rather forget, Leigh, late in the game. I want your thoughts as a premiership coach, how you deal with this during the week.
Well, you shouldn't have to, because you should be your own best coach and you learn by your experiences. But if Josh needs to be reinforced, you've got to watch the ball into your hands. It's not complicated. If you take your eye off the ball when your ball's about to come into that marking contest, you're going to fumble it, and that's what happened. So I'm sure he knows that well. I don't think he's been renowned for doing this previously, but he had a couple of bad moments where he simply didn't watch the ball into his hands, and that's the basis of the game.
He's a confident enough kid where I think he'll bounce back really quickly. He just needs to be reminded that he can do it. And later, after that second drop mark, he actually took a really good mark on 50. And then he had a shot on goal, a quick snap to try and win it. So he tried to put himself back into the game really quickly. Highlight that as the coach, and not so much the other 2 moments.
Leigh, very quickly, Peter Wright will come back in. Does Sam Draper lose his spot, or Todd Goldstein, or neither?
I think at the moment, but Draper can't seem to play 4 quarters, so I think they have to go with Goldstein and try and get Draper fit enough to maybe play big minutes later in the year.
Yeah, I'd be putting Draper in the 2s and be telling him, you've got 2 whole weeks, 90% ruck time, get yourself fit, get the bruises as a ruckman, recover from that, play another week and we'll bring you back and you'll be better for it.
And he'll play in the next few years when Todd Goldstein retires, whenever that is. Anzac Day is huge in round 7. That's later this week than the Eagles, Giants and North are the other games for Essendon coming up in the next month.